Good morning, everyone. um, we are back. We're going to do Psalm 18. This one is a long one. This one is 2 pages in my Bible. So we will get through this. If halfway through I have to stop to take a drink or something, then forgive me. Hopefully I don't get too tongue-tied on this, but we'll see. All right. Psalm 18. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spake unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, and my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, the snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters, and thick clouds of the skies. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Then the channels of water were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the breath of thy nostrils. He sent from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. He brought forth also into a large place. He delivered me, because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me, sorry, the Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also upright before him, and I kept myself from mine iniquity. Therefore hath the Lord recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his eyesight. With the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful. With an upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure. And with the froward thou wilt show thyself froward. For thou wilt save the afflicted people. Thou wilt bring down high looks. I'll take a second here. Take a drink of water. All right. For thou wilt light my candle. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop, and by my God have I leaped over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The way of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. For who is God save the Lord? And who is a rock save our God? It is God that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps below under me. Excuse me. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their close places. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God that avengeth me, and subdueth the people under me. Let me try that one again. It is God that avengeth me, and subdueth the people under me. He delivereth me from mine enemies. Yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore will I give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen, and sing praises unto thy name. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, David, and to his seed forevermore. Amen. Wow. I know I said somewhere that we were going to wind up hitting some of these big ones. And that was pretty big. Uh, Part of the problem with these bigger ones is trying to single out the places that I had read something that I wanted to go back over. Hold on a second. My my nose is leaking like a sieve. This head cold that I have is doing its best to take me down. I have been praying for health to be able to get us through this move that's coming up over the next couple days. Sorry, I was looking through this. A couple different places in here. Now I know that it's a song. It's a song. It's a song that David wrote. Very weird places in here. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried upon unto my God. And he heard my voice out of his temple. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations were shaken. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. He bowed the heavens, not bowed the heavens. Also, and came down. Darkness was under his feet, and he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Just the just the visual of this of God coming down riding a cherub. Interesting. And then this other part here. Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice hailstones of coals and fire. Yet he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. You get things like this, which time of David would have been what, about 1000 BC, give or take. You can kind of see where the concept of Zeus was taken from, you know? He delivered me from my strong enemy, from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. The Lord is my rock. Where was that at? That was like the second or third verse. Second verse, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. And, and then right in the middle, we start talking about, or he starts talking about, almost gets into the armor of God. And just starts getting in there. It's is God that girded me with strength and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet, which is weird. Setteth me upon my high places, which is weird. That's a weird verse. The fact that that's verse 33 makes that a weird verse. He maketh my feet like hinds feet and setteth me upon my high places. Wow. Because the rest of the book says that you're to bring down the high places, and to make his feet like hinds feet, like a deer's feet. Weird. That's something that we might need to look into. Maybe later. I can't really do it today. My head is really fuzzy. I'm fighting the urge to take some Dayquil, but I think I'm gonna have to, because if I take some Dayquil, I'm gonna be just twice as fuzzy, and I don't want to take any. I'm trying to fight this naturally, but I may have to because it's starting to really eat me up. That's a weird one though. If anyone wants to look into that verse, see what that is, maybe look through the Strong's Concordance to see if there's any different translation of that. I got a feeling there might be. It's just very strange. It's a very strange verse. And what else? Teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in my arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation. Thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. I mean, it starts moving into that whole armor of God. It really does. Sorry if you heard that. I didn't mute it in time. Um, yeah, I don't think I need to go through that anymore. Too much. I think it's interesting that the next psalm is Psalm 19, which is the heavens declare glory of God and the firmament showeth his handiwork. We'll get into that hopefully tomorrow because I've got one more day of work and then I'm off Friday so that I could move more stuff. And then Saturday is the big move. And then Sunday I'm wiring the house up for internet. And then Monday I'm coming back here and I'm stripping off all the shelves and stuff off the walls because I'm not going to be able to do it Saturday. I have got this super ridiculously busy week ahead of me. Weekend, I should say. Father, give me strength. That's all I've asked for the past month. Strength and health so that I could get through this. Because I need it. I absolutely need it. I hate moving. Moving is terrible. But we're moving to a very good place. We're moving to a much better place than we are now. This will be the last move. the only other move I think we're gonna have to make after this is whenever we have to flee our houses and run to the hills. And I am prepared to just leave everything and just run. So that is what it is. But I really don't have much else to say today. That was a long passage. I can say that my job, my big boss at work, he put out a he put out a video. He puts out videos every so often. So he put out a video where he made it sound like it was his idea that he was going to be making. Well, he wasn't going to be making. He didn't say anything about forcing anybody because according to him, having your own rights to be able to take the shot or not, it's up to you. I don't know how true that is. I mean, we are talking about a multi-billion-dollar company here, but he was making it. He made it out to be like it was his idea to have everybody that comes into the office have to get the shot, and for anybody that didn't get the shot, they have to be tested weekly. Which we all know that's the stupid ass mandate that the idiot in DC put out. Unconstitutional as all hell, but you know, people are fighting that from what I hear. But anyways, yeah, my boss said, you know, we're doing this for your health, and I would really hate to think that we have to start worrying about passing it to children. Shut up, man. The children are supposedly the people that are supposedly the age group that are not getting this. So no, I'm not going to worry about the children. It doesn't make me a heartless bastard, but this isn't real to begin with, so whatever. But nah, he was saying it, it almost sounded like he was trying to be nice, like he was playing good cop, like he was saying, well, if you don't want to get the shot for any, medical or ethical or he actually said ethical reasons, then we could work out ways where you don't have to come into the office, which is cool. I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he's given us that choice, but then it's just he pushed it so hard there at the end. He said, he said, he said, getting the shot is team building. That it's what teamwork is all about is getting the shot. He said, I'd hate to say it, but somewhere down the line, the people that don't want to get the shot have to understand that they're not going to be able to enjoy that part of the job with us. Something similar to that. It was basically saying, you don't get the shot, I'm going to kick you out of the building. I mean, it's almost word for word what he was saying. And I just like, oh, dude, you did pretty good there for a second, but then you just kind of fell apart. It's like he wants to institute the bullshit mandate that was put in place. You can tell he does because they're his handlers. What do you want? You don't get to have $1 billion company without having handlers. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. And you can tell he just wanted to straight up say it, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to cause a major ruckus because if he would have if he would have straight come out and said it, there would have been people in that office that would have just reamed him from one side to the other. But the way that he said it, he can slow draw this for a couple weeks. He can slow draw this and say, well, things are getting to the point to where it seems like people are following this, so now I'm just going to go ahead and mandate it to where everybody has to. You see how this works? This is what they've been doing to us for the past year and a half. It's a slow draw. It's you're gonna comply with this, then how about this? You're gonna comply with that, well then how about this? And they just keep pulling you and pulling you and pulling you into the cage, slowly but surely. They keep trying to be Mr. Nice Guy whenever you don't realize that they're building the cage up around you, behind you. I think I talked about this yesterday. This is how they trick cattle. Is you have to build the fence around the cattle. You don't try to herd the cattle into a fence because it doesn't work. You got to build the fence around the cattle, and then you slowly but surely move them to a certain part of the fence so that you can fence that part off too. That's how it works. And that's how this works. So, I don't know what this means. Sadly, like I said, there's going to be so many people that are going to think that he's ultra Mr. Nice Guy for the way that he did it. And I don't know. I think I should go ahead and get started on work, get things rolling. I'm probably gonna take take a Dayquil. I might as well. I'll take one. Maybe it'll make me feel better. Uh, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. We'll do the firmament psalm, and yeah, Friday I gotta work or I gotta pack. I gotta move. Sheesh. And then Saturday I gotta move. Yay. So if anyone's listening to this, and if anyone has a line to the Father, uh, pray that pray for my health. Pray for my strength, please. I'll be doing the same things, but any any little bit helps. Uh, Thank you guys for coming around listening. God bless everyone. Um, don't ever give up. Keep fighting against tyranny. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.